Hello, children of God.
Hello, and welcome to today's ceremony. Today we will be talking about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. How long can we keep that up? So today we'll
Sorry, I went too fast.
You're good. We'll be turning to page.
What were you going to say?
Past.
We'll be turning to past?
Pastor.
Oh! I like that. Turning to
pastors. Oh.
No, we're done.
Today we'll be turning to page 42069 in the Bible, and we'll be discussing the knees up drop top.
Wasn't expecting that. That was good.
Oh,
good job.
Man. Thank you.
What a callback.
Callback. Yep.
I don't think there's over 42,000 pages in the Bible.
I don't either. All I know is they still keep They still keep Bibles in hotels.
They still keep protests.
Yes. And today we will be we'll be protesting prostitutes today. Should sex work be legal?
Torches and your
pitchforks. Because we're going to Shrek Swamp. Oh. Same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's where all the ogres go, so.
Yeah.
Oh, got him!
Were you trying to say ogre?
No. Oh. Oh, got her! Let's stop saying "ooh got him" and be like "oogar,"
"oogar" instead of ogre.
Ogre.
It's oogar.
Oogar. Guys, we had shots. Bruh, remember how I told you Mexicans turn up for parties?
Yes.
I went to a 1-year-old's birthday party Saturday.
And it was more lit than any other
and it was
white person party.
Seriously so lit for a 1-year-old's birthday party. Y'all have no clue how much. We got there at 2:15, 2:30-ish, and man, we left at 7, maybe 7:30, and they were all upset we were leaving already. Like, no good. I gotcha. No, they were very upset we were leaving. Like, they're like, "Why are you leaving already?" I was like, "I gotta go drink with my brother." That was my excuse. I said I was gonna go buy a bottle of tequila before.
And then we get on this play Scribbly, and all these fucking losers are playing Halo.
Galo.
Fucking, it's not 2008 anymore.
We're not in middle school and high school. Quit chasing your nostalgia and play a game that makes us laugh.
There's a reason that they're releasing it is because they know they're going to make money off of you.
And you guys
and you're going to play it for maybe a month.
Are the peasants. It's just like Need for Speed.
This is true. But that one we played was good. I won't.
It was good.
It was good for the 2 months we played it.
The heat parts and all that. Those are cool.
That was a good aspect.
Until we all got max level cars.
The Halos they're releasing are literally the same ones that they've been releasing over the past year.
But they do have like the custom lobbies now, so you can play like Duck Hunt and all that shit. That's if I could go back and do one thing in Halo, it'd be
play the
Duck
custom
Hunt.
games.
Yeah, that shit was so much
Big
fun.
Boy.
I don't remember that one.
You remember that? Oh.
The only one I remember was Duck Hunt because that's all I wanted to play when we played.
Oh, Hide and Seek.
Hide and Seek was fun.
Was it called Hide? I don't think it was called Hide and Seek. I
don't know. They have a prop hunt now.
Oh, stealing from Call of Duty. That's how much Halo sucks. They're having to steal ideas from Call of Duty.
I want to go play Gary's Mod prop hunt. We should set up a Gary's Mod day where we all go play prop hunt again.
Nobody plays Gary's Mod anymore. They all play Call of Duty prop hunt.
Who has Who has Call of Duty prop hunt? What game is that?
The newest Call of Duty.
It is?
Yeah. And they're like the past 3. have all incorporated a prop hunt game.
Let's go fucking do.
Pretty sure the one we own has a prop hunt.
Let's fucking do it. That shit is so much fun.
Yeah.
Prop hunt, such a good time.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Battlefield?
Looks really good.
It does. I think that's a game we can. Hop on.
Did you guys hear that rod driving by?
It was Aaron.
No, it's broken right now.
Oh.
That's what he was telling me yesterday at the pool.
Sad day.
Why didn't you come to the pool yesterday, man?
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sat around waiting. Waited too long. And then couldn't do anything rest of the night, really.
Fucking
That's why I was like, all right, let's play fucking Scribblio. And then I got out and nobody fucking joined for like 20 minutes, so I just went back to watching Wolf of Wall Street. Such a good movie. Yeah. I could rewatch it right now, even though I watched it yesterday.
Me and Andy watched it last week, and I could rewatch it right now.
It's so
good. Like, I don't get it. Why is it so good?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Honestly.
He's a god.
He is.
You need to watch Django.
I know. Everybody says I need to watch it.
It's so long, but it's so good. The first, 45 minutes, there's no Leo, so it's it's kind of a build-up.
Drags.
But the last hour-ish, hour and a half, however long it is, bang, bang. There's a Leo, and it's great. There's a scene, which is great, that wasn't meant to happen.
Oh, but he kept acting through it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where he cuts his hand.
Yes, okay. Yeah, he cuts his hand smashing the glass, but he keeps acting through it and makes it part of the movie. How fucking cool is that?
Yeah, man. That's a Golden Globes actor right there. Yeah. What is the award?
There's many movie awards.
Oh.
But I mean, I think Golden Globe is one of them.
But what's the actor one? Where the actors win? The Emmy or an Oscar?
And Oscars.
Didn't he just win his
Grammys are the singers.
Oh, wait. Didn't he just win his first one 2 years ago?
It took him for fucking ever, which is
That's
stupid.
Bullshit.
He should have won one for fucking
Titanic.
Wolf of Wall Street. Titanic. He should have Aviator. Have you seen Aviator? Oh my god, have you seen Aviator? Oh man, that's a good movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Donatello
movie marathon.
I'm down. We'd get through maybe 4 movies throughout the whole day.
Hours.
Because most of those movies are long. But for a reason, he's really good in them. They don't want to cut out shit.
Man, Wolf of Wall Street is so good. But to know that story's true as well. They actually did that crazy fucking shit.
Based on a
lot of it.
I'm sure a lot of it's true and a lot of it's not.
Jordan Belfort did an interview about the movie.
Did he really?
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, they basically got a spot on. I did most of that shit.
Wow. That's cool. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jordan Belfort got out of jail and discovered they're making a movie about him with Leonardo DiCaprio. He was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. Yeah. He was like, this is awesome. I'm getting a movie after me.
I want to know if the jail part was real.
Probably.
I feel like it was, but at the same time, you never know.
I just told you he got out of jail.
Yes, but no. The jail he went to, the rich people jail where he got to play tennis every day and probably sit by a pool or some shit.
I don't know. I mean, he did have a lot of money, so.
He had a lot of money.
Yeah. When you're making $1 million a day, you don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
There's a part that they wouldn't put in the movie because it was too gross.
What is it?
Jordan Belfort went on the Logan Paul podcast.
Yeah?
Logan Paul.
And talked about it?
Yeah. And they were like, what's something that wasn't in the movie that you can tell us that happened? And he goes, oh, y'all don't even want to know. It's fucked up. They're like, oh, no, you got to tell us now. So he tells them, and you remember how they talk about the penny sheet hookers? He said it was one of them, and they're lined up in a bathroom going to fuck her while she's sitting on a stool.
There was a scene where they're all lined up to fuck a penny stock hooker. There was
I think
a scene,
so, yeah.
But she was in the office or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, they were in a bathroom in a hotel.
Okay.
And there's 50 dudes in line to go and fuck this girl.
Yeah.
And one of them asks to eat her out. And they were like, she goes, I mean, yeah, fine. And he goes to do it and throws up in her pussy. And then the next dude just comes up and fucks her. And then the next dude comes up and fucks her. And then the next dude comes up, eats her out, and throws up in her. And then the next dude comes up and fucks her. So they're just ramming vomit in her
oh my
vagina.
God.
And he said he walked in, and when it was he was like in line to do it, and he saw it was his turn. He said he turned around and said no because it was too gross for him. When something's too gross for Jordan Belfort, you know it's fucking gross.
That's gnarly. Yeah,
that dude would do anything. Whew. He has a TikTok where there's a song, and it's like the guy says, "If there was any lyric you can change in any song, what would it be?" And he goes, the song is "Got Dirty Money" like Jordan Belfort, just popped my third Molly, something you heard, and then it cuts to Jordan Belfort and he goes, "It's Quaalude, it's Quaalude."
I think that's one of my favorite scenes when they take the ones that last, the lemons, when it lasts or it takes forever to pop,
and then he's at the phone.
No, he's
like, he goes, "I don't know how I got home without a scratch."
Yeah, and then 30 minutes later,
your phone. He's like, "It's the guy." Yeah.
Jordan, I don't know what you're fucking saying. Just get home right now.
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh, man.
It's so bad.
Oh, man. I don't ever want to be that fucked up. That sounds awful. That sounds awful.
Imagine chasing that. Like, that's how high you want to be, and then you get there.
Christ.
Sounds fucked up, man.
I want to know if that specific scene was real. I feel like the call probably was, and the lemons probably were, but the whole Popeye, I doubt the whole Popeye scene, you know what I'm talking about, where you see Popeye on TV with the spinach and fucking shoves the cocaine in his nose to
grabs
become
the
Popeye.
bag.
Yeah. Fucking A.
This is so crazy.
I do have one topic. Long story short, I was making breakfast this morning, and I was making eggs, and I was just opening the freezer for stuff to look for, and I saw right there in the front of all the other boxes, Red Baron breakfast pizzas. One box.
Oh no! Did you
two?
both of them?
No.
Okay.
I left you one.
Thank you.
2 sausage breakfast pizzas, and I said, "Stop everything I'm doing, and make this sausage breakfast pizza. I ate everything else first, then I cooked the breakfast pizza, and I was like, breakfast pizza's the cherry on top."
Why is my mouth watering?
Why is my mouth watering? Think about a frozen piece of shit Red Baron breakfast
Because
pizza.
we've never been able to
Because it's
recreate
the
it.
nostalgia, one.
It's so good still.
And it's still...
They still taste just
still
like they did
same.
when we were kids.
Exactly. That's one of the few things that still taste exactly the same.
Dunkaroo is not the same.
The main problem is they didn't make the chocolate ones. The chocolate ones were the ones we always got.
Graham crackers, not the same.
Really?
Teddy Grahams, not the same.
Teddy Grahams not the same, no. Oreos? But
Pretty close.
anyways, my more so question was, overall topic was, what are your what are some of your favorite childhood memory foods?
Oh, man.
Do you want me to go first so you can think about it? Because I already have a few lined up.
My breakfast pizza story is my favorite story I ever had.
You have a story about breakfast pizza?
I used to eat my breakfast pizzas in a very specific way.
Okay.
So you know how Mom would cut it up
In
with
the squares.
threes? She would do threes.
She would do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and make 4x4 rows.
So there was corners.
Yeah, there were 4 corners.
And then there was 2 skinny.
2 sets of each side.
But one was skinny and ones were fat.
Yeah, there was never a perfect cut.
I always remember 2 sides were super skinny and the other 2 were
never
super fat.
Perfect cut.
So, the 4 corners were the jesters. I always ate them first.
You have them labeled. I didn't ever have them labeled, but you
4
always eat the 4 corners.
The 4
first.
corners were the jesters. They always ate first.
Yeah.
And then came the prince and princesses.
Okay.
The 4
with still crust on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the king and queens.
Okay.
And then the ultimate rulers.
The ultimate rulers were the 4
in the middle.
centers.
But it was all one for me every time.
You ate all 4 at once?
All 4.
Really?
My God, dude.
I would go one by one, picking from worst to best.
All 4 at once.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm fat. I have a bad eating disorder.
Oh, man.
But man, those gestures, I would bite all the
and then leave the crust, right?
yes, and then I would nibble on the crust.
And nibble on the crust.
And
because the
then-
crust was still good for what it was.
And then the prince and princesses, I would eat half, and then I would eat all of it with the crust.
Yep.
I would do that with all 4 of those. King, queens, one bite. Just
Really?
one big square.
No, I'd still do the half and then the eat the crust with the other half.
That fucking
Those middle pieces.
that ruler.
Those middle pieces.
That big ruler man. Oh, he was so good. Man, I'd eat him up every time.
Oh my god! Because it was one single ruler. It wasn't 4 rulers.
No, it was one big head honcho in the middle, man. That little square of happiness.
It's like maybe this size max.
Oh yeah.
Maybe this size.
Oh
max,
yeah.
Depending on the cuts.
Oh man,
That's great. Did you do
anything that fell off the princes and princesses?
Went right on top.
Right on the ruler.
100%.
Right on the big honcho man in the middle.
100%. Make them
That's
overall better.
That's why it was one big.
I got you. Okay. So the one thing that once we grew up and started cutting our own, and we'd be too lazy to cut all 4, because I mean, 1, we're older, so we're taking bigger bites, and 2, it's just easier to cut 1.
Yeah,
2,
the force. Yeah,
4 slices.
Yeah.
So one thing I would do, there's 2 things I would do with those. One thing I would do is use my teeth to kind of, what's the word like? Scrape.
Or like bulldoze all
bulldoze the toppings forward. And push the toppings towards the last final bite, making the best bite on each one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I would do is if I didn't feel like doing that and I just took a bite, I would take a bite, but in my mouth, separate the crust from the toppings and eat them separately. I'd swallow the crust first and then chew the
That's like me
toppings.
with mozzarella sticks.
Huh?
That's like me with mozzarella sticks.
Really?
That was one of
separate
my favorite childhood foods.
Yeah.
I would peel all the crust off.
Oh, yeah. I remember doing that.
Eat the
On pizza roll
cheese.
night? Every night.
Oh, every night.
You separate the crust, put all 3 of your cheese sticks on your table.
Cheese steak on the table. Yes, sir. I'll never forget the one time we were at Applebee's and I used to only get the cheese stick appetizer for dinner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was me, mom, and granny, and we were sitting at the bar for some reason. Like the tables were full.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember
How old were you? There's no way.
Oh, and I was like 10 or 11. But they
Maybe
like
one
let
of the
me
tables
sit
away
there.
from the bar.
No, it was like at the bar.
What the fuck?
Like I just sat there because mom and granny were sitting there.
That's weird. I don't feel like they would allow that these
Yeah, they
days.
would.
A kid to sit at the bar? I don't feel
He's
like
not getting alcohol. He's with his
That
mom
doesn't
and dad.
matter.
Anyways,
Anyways.
I had that big ass plate of like 20 mozzarella sticks in front of me. And
I don't think it's 20, but yeah.
The first fucking mozzarella stick.
Uh-huh.
I bite it and it's so stringy and cheesy. I was like, oh, this is so good. I go to swallow. It doesn't break. The
And it
cheese
goes,
is sliding down my throat. And I'm like, pulled it out, son. I pulled that whole cheese. Didn't break at all.
Oh my
Thank God it
God.
didn't break, or else I would have been choking.
Yeah.
Or it may have gone down at that point.
You
But
never know.
I pulled the whole fucking thing off. I was like, oh, God. Oh, fuck. I got my breath
Chewed it
and
up a
ate
little
it.
bit better.
I made sure it broke that time.
Oh, I think Ethan has something to say.
I have one for the nostalgic food.
Okay, perfect.
So I also eat this in a very specific way.
Of
For
course.
me, this food is toaster strudels.
Okay, I like where you're going.
Okay, what is the best part of a toaster strudel?
The icing.
The center with
icing.
the icing, yeah.
The icing.
Not even just
So-
the icing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So what I do with toaster strudels is I tear the packet, where you can still accurately distribute icing.
Of course.
I put one little drop on each of the corners,
Okay.
right? And then I put a big
Right dead in the middle.
Oh, yes.
So my first 2 bites take off the corners
Okay.
and leave me exposed to
A
The
giant.
center.
the greatest bite of toaster strudel you've ever had in your entire
That's great.
life.
Oh, hell
love
yeah.
that.
Trevor used to fucking heat up the toaster strudels and eat a packet of the icing and then eat one plain.
Not
I
me, dude.
watched you, dog. I've watched
I've
you do that.
On God,
on jaw.
Never done that in my
Seen
life.
you do that.
Never done that.
Seen you
You've
do
imagined
that.
it. I've never eaten just a packet of icing.
Because there would
Because
always
the toaster
be one
strudels
toaster
aren't the
strudel.
same without the icing.
There was always one toaster strudel without a packet of icing.
I would eat the toaster strudels uncooked, frozen.
Oh,
Like
that is
certain
good
ones,
too,
certain
yeah.
flavors are still good frozen, but I'd still put the icing on them.
Man,
I would never eat them with that.
I always
You're
remember
probably
heating
thinking
up
of
the
the
icing.
toaster scrambles.
They
Toaster
didn't come
scrambles
with
don't
icing.
exactly. You probably remember seeing me eat a toaster scramble with no icing.
But no, so I swear I've seen you eat a whole packet. Maybe it was me, and I'm just
It's
blaming it on you.
Probably, yeah. Because to me, there's no point in eating a toaster strudel without the icing on it.
I miss the chocolate toaster strudels, man.
Oh man,
Those are so
Those are
good. But I always remember getting that packet out of the freezer and
yeah.
trying to
Mixing
warm it
them
up
up
so it
first.
gets a nice and silky
Even
when you
spread, yeah. Yeah. that's
I
what you
used to
gotta do.
always use half and spread
Yeah.
it with a knife so it
Really?
covered the whole thing, and then I'd
See, that proves it was you right there. That proves it was you. You're imagining it was me because you didn't want it to be you.
so good. That icing, oh my god, it was so
That
good.
proves it's you.
It was so good.
Did you enjoy the toaster scrambles? The sausage, egg, and cheese ones?
Not as much.
I enjoyed them because I would do the same thing, the bulldozing technique, and push all the insides back a little bit and make
then
the
you'd
last
have-
bite the best bite. I mean, why not do that? Obviously.
In high school, I had a really big phase of Hot Pockets.
Really?
The breakfast Hot Pockets. I had a huge
Love the
phase of
breakfast
those
Hot
with the
Pockets.
bacon ones.
I didn't like the bacon ones as much because the bacon was nah.
I remember that's when I was smoking. It was senior year.
Yeah.
It was senior year.
Uh-huh.
And I used to wake up super fucking early so I could smoke in my room before anybody else was awake.
Yeah.
I'd go in there and make 2 Hot Pockets before I left for school. I ate one while the second one was cooking, and I'd walk out the door with the second one. And I would always get to class with a fucking Hot Pocket in
That's
hand. And I remember, always remember using the fucking thing they had. They had like a tearaway, so you never had to hold the Hot Pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You could
the little
punch in the
pocket.
bottom. Yeah, you could punch in the bottom and it
Yeah.
would hold it. And then when you get down to the cardboard, there was a tearaway that let you get down to the rest of the Hot Pocket.
Exactly.
And I'd always use that, and we'd be in the middle of fucking class, and you hear my thing go apart. The English class was so much fun.
That's great.
You can ask Hannah. I sat right behind her in English.
She can vouch on the Hot Pocket.
She definitely knew I was
rippage.
high every morning. I'd be passing out.
Did you ever do the bulldozing technique on anything?
No.
Really? Never
I've
thought
never
about
thought
it.
about
Yeah,
that.
try it on the breakfast pizza. Try it
I'm
out.
about to go cook that after this, dog. I'm about to go have my fucking jesters and princes and kings.
Well, you can't do the bulldoze technique with the small
I
square
know.
pieces.
Did you
but-
ever make a breakfast pizza and you're so lazy you didn't even cut it?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, same. I used to do that
100%.
with garlic salt and
I'd
Cholula.
eat like the edges on half of it, eat the center, and then slowly work my way towards, a last amazing bite. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to always put Cholula and garlic salt on my breakfast
I do garlic
pizzas.
salt and black pepper. Because the gravy underneath, black pepper just makes it. Oh, with gravy. Oh, God. The fact. Oh, God. The fact that.
I had another epiphany of
Food nostalgia. Do you remember me breaking the breakfast pizzas at Mama's Pizza?
Yes. They were never as good, but they
They were never as good, but they were damn good because of the fact that I would bring gravy and eggs and would use the sausage and cheese at work and the crust. Those were so good. And I don't even think they're as good as QT's breakfast pizza, to be honest. But they were still amazing, the fact that I was able to make breakfast pizza in a pizza oven of all things. Oh. What was yours?
Well, we moved to Mansfield, 4th grade, J.O. Boren.
Okay.
At lunch,
At lunch?
I always had to bring my own lunch.
Uh-huh.
I'd never had money to go through the line.
Yeah.
But one day my friend goes, "Hey, I don't want my ice cream. Do you want it?" I was
Yeah.
like, "What is it?" He goes, "They're called cookie cones."
Oh.
Did you ever have cookie cones in Mansfield? Oh, God. They're in this yellow package,
Okay.
and there's a fake Oreo with 2 hands with thumbs up and big white eyes and
Okay.
a big smile.
Cartoon figure. Yeah.
Yes. The cone was chocolate.
Okay.
The ice cream was cookies and cream ice cream.
All right.
And in the bottom, there was like Oreo icing in the bottom of the cone.
Ooh, very nice.
And the top was like the
shell.
Yes, the shell chocolate
shell.
with Oreo crumbles on it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
After that, you were addicted. Is that what made you addicted to Oreos?
Maybe.
Not necessarily addicted, but
maybe,
your
son.
fanism of Oreos?
I don't know. Those cookie cones were so fucking good. That all I know is I would buy those every week.
Really?
Every fucking week at Jailborn.
Take it home lunch, but always got to get
Oh
the ice
yeah, I
cream
always
cone.
wait through line just for a cookie cone. They're like,
That's
"What do you
great.
want?" And I was like, I'm just getting ice cream." They're like, "You don't
That's
have an
funny.
account?" And I was like, "I got cash." I'd
got
always have
cash.
$5, and they were
That's
like
great.
$1.25. So I would use that $5. I had an ice cream probably 3 out of 5 days a week. I
Jesus
had a
Christ.
cookie cone. That's why I'm fat. This is the episode of That's Why I'm Fat.
That's why I'm fat.
Did you ever sneak snacks into your room? Okay,
Do you want a
same.
big confession?
Yeah.
You remember that desk mom and dad gave me?
No.
It was back in the old house. And you were still pretty young. That's probably you don't remember. But they gave me their old computer desk and just let me put my toys and shit on it or whatever. But the biggest thing is that it was a corner desk. So it went like that. And on the left side, there was a almost like computer-sized shelf. But it had a door and a lock and key. And they gave me the lock and key. That was their mistake.
You hit all the snacks.
So
in
every time I would go get a snack, I'd take twice the amount and then save the other half for another time.
there. Oh man, me and Andy.
There
were
was
talking
one
about
time
that earlier.
they found it. They found it. They were like, I feel like we're going. They were just digging through my room because they knew something was going on. Like, why are all the snacks disappearing so fast? They asked me for the key, and I said, "Shit, it's right there." They opened it, and there was a treasure trove of snacks. In the fucking, I'm not even kidding. By the time they had figured me out, think of like that drawer and then that drawer, but not as wide, and it had a shelf in the middle. Stacked full. Not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I had snacks on snacks, dude. It was because that was when it was like the Blockbuster phase, and
We'd go and get
we'd go
snow
rent
caps
games and we'd rent movies and stuff. Well, no, this was all home snacks that I would save. Snacks that are like the
so
oatmeal
you
cream
would wait for
pies,
them to go to bed.
Dunkaroos, everything. Yes. So I'd stay up late till 1 or 2 in the morning on Saturdays watching movies that I rented for Blockbuster, eating all these fucking snacks.
Oh shit! I remember one time specifically, Mom was like, "You can have 3 Oreos." I was like, "Okay."
3 Oreos. What the fuck?
I ate my 3 Oreos. I went back to my room.
Yeah.
I was like, "I want more
I
Oreos."
want more Oreos. 3's not enough.
And so I walked back in the kitchen, and Mom goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm getting milk."
Because I had Oreos, obviously.
I stuffed 6 Oreos inside of the cup and had 6
While
more
she was in
Oreos.
the kitchen?
Yes, I had
Sneaky motherfucker.
I had 1 cup full of milk and 1 cup full of Oreos. What did I do? Stacked it on top of each other,
Made it look like a
making it
full
look
cup.
like a giant cup of
But
milk.
covered the Oreos with your hand.
Yes.
So it looked like a one big glass
So I
of
walked,
milk.
and like I put 6 in the cup and 6
Yeah.
in the milk in the cup. I had 12.
Oh my god!
I was like 12.
Oh my god!
He was here too.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I walk into my room, and that's when I think we were playing Xbox. So I was a little older than 12. I was like 13 maybe.
Okay.
And it was a Saturday night, and Mom was like, "Good night," and I had the cup
In
in
your
my
hand.
hand, and I turned around and was like, "Good night." I was still holding the cup, so she couldn't see the Oreos in the second cup.
Oh man.
I was sitting there, and I was like, "Fuck, how do I get the Oreos out of the milk now?" This is before I knew the fork technique. So what did I do? I drank all the milk
And then just ate the
and
Oreos.
just dumped the soggy Oreo mess in my mouth. And what did I do? Had dry Oreos and needed more milk. So I went back to the kitchen and got more milk
after they were
they were already in bed with the door
Excellent.
shut. And I was like,
Excellent.
I could grab more. No. I was thinking about grabbing
more
more.
Oreos. Jesus Christ.
But I remember I used to always steal Reese's. I used to
Yeah.
always steal the cups when I would go to bed. I'd like
Uh-huh.
grab a handful and put them in my pocket and come in here and lay down in bed and throw the wrappers behind the bed. And we came in here and cleaned up my room one day, not in here, but in there.
Yeah.
And they pulled the bed from the corner. There was like 30 Reese's cups wrappers.
The normal size or the minis?
The minis.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad then.
But that was like in 2 months. So it wasn't
That's
like,
not that bad,
yeah, it
really.
wasn't like
That's
50
not that
Reese's
bad.
in a night.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
But we pulled that thing out. Mom goes, "You been sneaking Reese's in here?" I was like, "No, I just don't have a trash can." She goes, "This is a lot." I was like, "No,
No.
this is from like a year." When in reality, it was from like 2 months.
Yeah. But still, that's a mini Reese's every other day. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And then
But realistically, it was probably 6 once a week.
yeah. No, 6 in a night once a week. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But still,
Um,
they're the minis, not the bigs.
what, 5th or 6th grade? I don't remember. They got new math textbooks, and they offered us to take the old ones because they weren't going to use them anymore.
Yeah.
Me and Quinn had the bright idea to take these math books home and cut a square out of the pages and have a hidden book that you could hide shit in. And me and Quinn made a fort in our living room.
Yeah.
And Mom and Dad went to bed, and we had hid so much shit in these textbooks to eat that night. There was 2 ice cream sandwiches in mine, and he had all
Were
the
they
candy.
melted?
Oh, man, we opened it up, and it was a
Soup?
sopping mess. But they were still in the paper, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
Like, you just, like, kind of, like, picked it up
Pour the
and
milk in
drank
your
it.
mouth and
Yeah.
then eat the sandwich.
Oh, my God. Those textbooks were fucking genius of us.
That's great.
Because the first like 50 pages were not cut, and then when you got to like the 51st page, it
The
was
deep
just
part.
a giant fucking hole cut in the book.
That's great.
It took me and Quinn like 2 hours to make those
To make 'em, that's
because we used a knife to like score the pages, and then we'd tear a couple out, and then score a
Yeah.
couple more
Keep
pages,
going,
and then
keep
tear them
going,
out.
keep going.
And eventually, it went like this. Like it wasn't even perfect anymore. We got so tired of pulling pages out of that fucking book.
great.
They just made like a really small.
Cone-ish
Yeah,
shape.
cone
That's
shape
funny.
almost.
That's funny. Oh, man.
But his was stacked full of Reese's and shit, and mine had 2 ice cream sandwiches in it.
That's funny.
That was so awesome.
That's great.
Those books were sick.
I don't remember y'all making a fort, but that's pretty good. I like
Oh
that.
yeah, we had a giant fort in the living room.
That's pretty great. I like that. Do you remember any? So let's get off the snack. Do you remember specific meals besides mozzarella sticks?
I'm sorry, the pizza roll nights, man.
The pizza roll nights.
Pizza
obviously.
roll nights were the
Pizza roll night
fucking
was dope.
shit.
Pizza rolls and fried mozzarella sticks,
That was it.
and they were both fried.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Well, I think they maybe cooked the
They
pizza rolls
did
in the oven, but still,
yeah.
fried deep mozzarella sticks and pizza rolls.
Fried
What?
deep mozzarella sticks? You
Deep
said
fried.
You
Sorry.
said fried deep.
Deep fried mozzarella sticks and Cyber Chase on the TV behind
Oh
us.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Those were the nights.
Man.
Yeah. And then Zaboomafoo right after.
Yep. I'm trying to
I
think
think
of other
my
meals.
favorite, one of my favorites still today that I think I would still do is a hot dog cut up like log-wise cylinders placed on a plate with little squares of what's
Cheese.
the Kraft singles, folded up, little pieces put on top, microwave for a few seconds, and eaten. I think they started giving me that when I started forming teeth as a baby, and I continued to eat it until I was like 10. And the jelly and cheese sandwiches. That's one I will never get over. Grape jelly and cheese. That's one of the like. You hear me, Ethan? Grape jelly and a Kraft
slice.
single cheese sandwich. Try it. It is weird, but it is amazing. I will never get over that.
I'll never forget when Nick taught me brown sugar and peanut butter on a sandwich.
See, that sounds normal.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The gritty with the cream.
With the
Oh
crunch, yeah.
man.
Gritty crunch, but also the silky peanut butter.
Oh man.
Did he use crunchy peanut butter?
No.
Or, oh, okay.
Yeah. Smooth. We don't use crunchy. Crunchy's
trash.
disgusting.
Whoever uses crunchy peanut butter, get the fucking
Get the fuck
look
out
at
of
you.
here.
Oh,
He
he doesn't
can't-
use it. He was grinning like he used crunchy peanut
That's
butter.
what
I'm
he
sorry.
used to use.
It is? Oh, no, he's shaking his head. No, definitely not crunchy.
He doesn't remember. It's been too long.
Don't be mean. Don't be
Just-
mean about
That's not
it.
being mean.
I forgot. I generally forgot for the split second I was looking at him. You don't gotta be mean about it.
That's not mean.
I can't imagine saying that you're allergic to a certain food that you enjoy and never being able to eat it again. That's got to be terrible. Is
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I bet. It's got to be
terrible.
traumatizing.
Yeah. Just one day out of the blue, you're allergic to this food that you've enjoyed for so long. That's so stupid.
But you've always wondered why you felt like shit after eating it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like Ethan's story. Mom, I feel sick. Suck it up. Here's a peanut butter sandwich when you get home to feel better. Mom, I feel sick again. That was such a good story. But yeah, I really don't remember any other meal nights besides pizza roll nights.
Yeah. I mean, the main problem was you were way too picky as a kid. Like,
I mean,
you're
still
picky
super
now,
picky.
but as a kid, it was bad.
It's chicken nuggets or pizza rolls.
It was bad. You would sit at the table for over an hour most nights
and puking. Like literally
fake puking.
I remember
You would force yourself to gag because it was all mental.
I remember eating a piece of lasagna and puking on the plate, and Dad was
You
threatening
didn't
to whip
actually
my.
puke.
No, I did.
No.
Dad, yes, it was here, and Dad
It's
threatened
called
to
spitting
beat
it
me.
up.
No, I remember gagging and went and threw
Because
up
it's
on
all
the plate.
mental.
I still threw up on
It's
the
not because of the
fucking
taste. It's
plate.
because in your head you thought it was going to be absolutely disgusting.
And it is absolutely
It's
disgusting.
not. Have you tried?
No. Thought he was gonna go change my Discord message again.
Wait, what Discord message?
The little like where it says what you're doing, how you can change
What did it say?
your. Hey, mine always says "call me dummy thick uwu,"
Yeah.
and he changed it to "you've been hacked" and "I got you again," and yeah. And so every time I see him turn around to the PC, I'm like, no. I'm not going to go unnoticed again, like when y'all kept muting my fucking mic that one night.
Oh, Qua?
No.
Qua had the power or whatever?
No. Ethan was sitting on the bed and he would reach over and press the mute button on my mic. It was like last week. I was playing Apex with somebody waiting to finish.
Oh! We were waiting on you for the podcast.
Yeah. And you kept muting my mic because I was trying to talk to James.
Oh, that's funny.
Fuckers.
So, back on track. You like chili cheese now on tots, hot dog stuff. It's time to try a new thing. To start trying new things again. Try it.
I have been.
What?
And he's gotten me to try
What is something that you remember not enjoying?
marinara sauce.
Okay.
There's some marinara sauces that I do like.
So we're getting
from
to a good
specific
point.
restaurants.
Okay, what specific restaurants?
Buffalo Wild Wings has a pretty good marinara sauce. Why? Because it's very zesty. It's like pizza sauce and not straight up tomatoes.
Okay.
Sonic trash. Hate their marinara sauce. Still tastes
I'll
just
agree
like
with that.
tomatoes.
It's there's nothing going on there, yeah.
What's their fucking face? I like it when it tastes like pizza sauce, not fucking
Okay.
tomatoes.
Yeah, spices and shit in it
Yeah.
actually, as opposed to just You know, real pizza sauce is mostly just tomatoes, right?
Yeah, but I like
And a
when
little bit
pizza
of
sauce,
onion and
that's why I
maybe
don't
some-
like pizza sauce usually. That's why I like Alfredo.
True. Fair enough.
I like zesty sauce.
So you like marinara sauce,
I guess.
not pizza sauce.
I guess.
You like it the opposite way.
Sure.
You think you like pizza sauce. It's not true. You like marinara sauce because marinara sauce has those spices that cooked, prolonged amount of time to invoke those flavors. Yes. So you might like lasagna. Why not?
It just doesn't.
What is it?
It's trauma.
No.
Yes. I've had such a bad connection with that and meatloaf all of my life. I will never give them a chance.
We're going back to meatloaf because up until I was like 23, I hated meatloaf. Absolutely hated it.
You still do.
No. Incorrect. Meatloaf is good now.
It's shocking. Give it another try.
No, I hate
Give it
ketchup.
another 3 or 4.
That's why I don't like it, because it's fucking ketchup on top.
You're secluding this one ingredient that doesn't give the main flavor. Ketchup is just literally
I don't
what
like
keeps it
burgers that
juicy.
are super thick. I don't like a lot of fucking ground beef in one bite.
Okay, so my main way I started liking meatloaf was eating it in like a burger form, making it a sandwich with putting stuff on top of it. And now I can enjoy meatloaf. I don't necessarily like.
If my meatloaf
isn't way up here on the list for me, but is meatloaf good enough to eat? Yes.
Is my meatloaf is that thin? Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
But I don't want a fucking slice of meat bread that is just.
You don't want Texas toast thick.
No, that's just.
I gotcha.
I hate burgers that are that thick too.
Okay.
I can't stand that amount of ground beef in one bite. It's so just. Ugh.
Fair enough.
Like we went to Hideout Burger before Aunt Janet's. Me and Andy did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get a double patty
Oh.
melt. They serve quarter-pound patties.
Doubled.
And doubled. I was
So you got
eating
a
a half pound of fucking ground
cheeseburger.
beef, and I was like, this is not
It's
good.
too much meat.
It's just cheese and onions on their patty melt. There's no sauce, so it's dry as fuck. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I ate it because it was on rye bread, and the rye bread tasted good. That's the only reason why it was edible.
Interesting. You like rye bread.
It was good. I prefer sourdough. If I could choose any kind of bread, sourdough. They had a stand in San Antonio at the farmer's market for sourdough starters. Like, you know how you have to have a starter to make sourdough bread?
Right.
They were selling like
sourdough
little
starter.
jars of it.
That's cool. I like that.
And that's hard to do. Those sourdough starters are very hard to
Well,
make.
no, just having a big batch of sourdough in general takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So for them to sell sourdough starters is very cool, actually.
Because then you can go home and make sourdough
And
bread.
slowly grow your sourdough
Yeah.
bulk. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
I should have invested in it, but
So, what's something you think you'd be willing to try? Lasagna is clearly out.
meatloaf is pretty far out.
Meatloaf's pretty far out too. What is something spaghetti?
No meatballs.
Spaghetti with no meatballs.
I would be as long as it's a robust sauce. Yes.
What about meat sauce?
Bolognese?
Yes, bolognese, a spaghetti meat sauce.
Maybe.
Because the meat is also as another.
I'd have to like
layer of
dip
flavor.
something into it. I don't like spaghetti noodles as well. They're too
Right.
thin and slimy for me.
Okay.
That's why I don't like ramen that's overcooked. I like my ramen undercooked because the noodles have texture.
Right. What if
Like
we
al
undercooked our
dente.
spaghetti?
It's still like it feels like hair in my mouth.
Okay. What if we tried a different type of noodle?
Yeah, I would try like penne with
Okay.
A robust
penne with
red
a,
sauce.
with a meat sauce.
maybe
Maybe a meat sauce.
Yeah, that's why I would probably dip like
The
if
garlic
you
bread
if
and
you
enjoy
went
the
to
fuck
like
out of it, yeah.
Olive Garden and got me a breadstick and some red sauce, I'd probably dip it in and try it.
Yeah.
I'd give it a shot.
Okay. Don't go to Olive Garden, by the way.
Why?
Have you been since the pandemic?
No. Wait, yes.
You have.
Yeah.
We went 2 Tuesdays ago. The menu is now a third of what it used to be. So much is gone. And not only that, the cost of their dishes are almost $20 each now.
That's new.
That must be new because
we went
when we went, me and you back like 3 years ago or whatever, we'd go like, once a month or something. And we'd have to flip through pages actually on their menu. Their pages two-sided
back
now,
and
that's
forth.
it.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Last time me and Andy went, it was like 2 or 3 pages of.
Really? They must have decided to cut it down even more or something.
That's dumb.
It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna go there for bread and wine
Yeah.
and Alfredo sauce.
Yeah. Soup and
still-
salad and breadsticks is probably the
Man,
only major reason
I've
to
been
go.
sleeping on what's the restaurant Mac used to work at?
Which one? Precipice?
Yes.
Precipice is
I had been
bomb.
sleeping on that because I was spiting Mac working there and I didn't want to go there. But I took Andy
Should've
there
worked
and
there
I
for
remembered
years.
how good that shit is.
Precipice is
It's
dope.
so good.
Yeah.
We should go there again soon.
I'm down. Precipice is very good.
Shit is yummy.
And the breakfast restaurant she used to work at too.
Mm,
You didn't like that place as much. I love that place.
it's too.
There's every plate is so much food.
It's too home. I liked their chocolate chip pancakes, but it is too home style. I don't like home style cooked food, man. I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like cornbread. I don't like.
You get the breakfast. It's a breakfast place.
I know, but it's like
That's like going to IHOP and getting mashed potatoes. Why the fuck are you getting mashed potatoes at IHOP?
IHOP, yeah. But like, what? Rudy's, not Rudy's. What's that fucking restaurant on Cooper? God dang it!
Barbecue place?
No, Mike went there the other day. It's like a home cooked style place. Grandy's.
Grandy's is trash.
Yeah, Mike
All
got
over.
meatloaf from fucking
Grandy's is
Grandy's.
trash. There's a reason that the neon sign hasn't been fixed in 6 years.
That is garbage. I'm
trash.
not 60. I don't like
Granny's
that
is
type of
awful,
food, man.
yeah.
I didn't grow up on that shit. That's not nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
That's just not good food, man.
After the podcast, let's go to Luby's.
We had Luby's a lot with Aunt Janet when we were young.
A lot, dude. And every time it was, here's subpar, and then it's like right here. It's like,
you know why I like
bouncing
Luby's?
on the mac and cheese and the Jello.
Fucking Jello.
And the Jello.
The fucking Jello's the only reason
As
why
a
I
kid,
like
Luby's was okay, but as an adult, I don't want to go there.
Nah, son. That one on Cooper closed.
Yeah.
A long time
There's a
ago.
reason.
Two of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, two of them on Cooper closed.
There's
for
a reason
fucking
they closed down. Yeah. They're not that great.
Yeah. I just don't like that home style cooked meal, man. Like collard greens and green beans.
I've never done collard greens. I feel like I'd enjoy them a little bit, but
it's just not my cup
of tea.
Yeah.
Tequila.
No, that is my cup of tequila. Could you imagine walking around with a cup of tequila, dog?
Who wants a shot?
No, you just
Oh, you're just drinking the tequila.
drinking
Okay.
tequila, not even
Jesus
like a tequila
Christ.
soda, just tequila.
Oh my god.
I'll never forget when I put tequila in that water bottle, that circle water bottle, where they said you're supposed to be able to crank the flavor all the way to 10.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste like alcohol.
All it tasted like was tequila.
I feel like it might only work with vodka because vodka water is a drink by itself. So
vodka soda, vodka waters.
I feel like vodka would be one of the few that might work. As long as you buy like a mid to top shelf vodka that doesn't taste like Sharpie.
Man, I miss that vanilla Ciroc. That shit was so good and smooth, and you mix it with Coke Zero, and it tasted like vanilla Coke.
I did that with Pepsi, vanilla Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I miss? Lime Pepsi. Did you ever have that?
No.
That was a thing. They
Is
came
that
up with
not
a
in the
lime
co-
flavored
I'm
Pepsi.
Dumb as hell.
That was so good.
Did you just hear what I
What'd you
said?
say?
Is that not in those Coke Mix Master things?
No.
Oh, fuck.
No. I mean, you could make a lime Coke by just squeezing some lime juice in, but it's not the same.
You mean lime Pepsi, not lime Coke?
I mean, lime Pepsi. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, lime Pepsi.
Nah, I
was
never tried the
so
lime Pepsi.
good.
That sounds weird. That's like the orange cream Coke.
Dr. Pepper. Oh, orange cream Coke was weird, but I did enjoy it a little bit. It's one of those, like, you gotta be in the mood for it kind of things.
Have you tried the Coke coffee yet?
What?
Yeah, they make a coffee. Coca-Cola makes a coffee. I don't know if it's Coke flavored or if it's
coffee
flavored Coke. I don't know which way it is. But they come in little 12-ounce cans, and they're like energy Coca-Colas.
Coca-Colas.
Yeah, they're energy Coca-Colas. Coca-Colas! Fucking Coors. Those fucking damn Coors. Man, today's callback episode.
Callback. Callback.
Holy shit, your one topic made it, dog.
I'm flying.
Holy shit.
I knew we could talk about food for a minute.
Yeah, true. We are fat.
He's
Ethan's got some would you rathers.
You want to transfer over there?
Yeah,
I think we're pretty good.
I think we're good. We talked about
food a good bit.
A good long bit.
But everybody loves food for the most part.
Title of this episode of This
Except
Is Why We're
Ethiopians.
Fat. Oh, God.
Hey, who made that joke? Was it a video?
Me.
It was you. You said they finally only got their own cuisine or some shit. What did you say?
You said it's Ethiopian food. I was like, oh, they have food there?
They got their own cuisine now.
It was fucked up, but it was a good one. Let's roll into these would you rathers.
All right, I have two, and they both got a little bit of. They have specifications for how they work. Okay. So, would you rather have a built-in zoom function or a third-person view? So, you with the zoom function, you can zoom in as much as you want, and your vision won't become blurry. But if you zoom in too much, it'll be hard to like slightly,
focus. Yeah,
you can't look left or right.
Yeah.
Same goes for the third-person view. You can zoom out as much as you'd like, but it'll be harder to see yourself.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh man.
Ooh. Is it bad that I think I'd take the zoom function just to like be nosy?
Oh.
Like I'd see what people are typing on their phones, like, and then zoom in on their phone. What are you typing over there?
I'm holding your breath like a sniper so your eyes aren't swaying.
No, you breathe out, and you're more steady. Come on,
So
man.
why do they
Haven't
go?
you seen... What's that fucking movie? Jarhead. No. You're not. You're not supposed to hold your breath. Yeah. You're supposed to breathe out and then take the shot.
But that's what they did in Mall for too.
I know. It was
They
stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. You're supposed to breathe out and then take the shot. Yeah. It was just a tactic. It wasn't real. You're supposed to breathe out and then take the shot.
Man, I think the third person would be
The
sick.
third person would be insane. Imagine driving. Be so much easier to drift. You could be the top world drifter.
Dude.
Yeah,
You
because
could
you can see third person
Get
all the
that
corners
ass
and shit.
so close to those fucking
But
walls.
if you're in third person, you can't see inside your car, so you're having to do reflex inside of your car. You're having to reach for the e-brake and shit off reflex.
Yeah, you just build your car to your liking and
Yeah,
get used
and
to
you
it.
just run
First
reflex.
person,
Yeah,
and
you
then you
learn
start
it.
getting to the third person.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty nuts.
That'd be dope.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope.
Man,
But
that's
the
gonna-
zoom function,
the zoom
man.
function's pretty good overall, I think.
But could you...
Especially us being bad vision people.
Okay, but say you're zoomed in on something and then somebody steps in front of you.
And
You're like,
oh,
oh, shit. I think I'd have to go with third person, man.
Yeah,
I really do.
I like the zoom a lot, but I think third person is more.
You could do so much cool shit.
Yes, agreed.
Like, you could make crazy fucking backward shots if you zoomed out far enough in third person.
Backward.
Like throwing a basketball or fucking...
You could win so many bets off third person.
Oh,
mode.
yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
I'd hustle so many. If you go in third person, you could get that eagle eye view of a pool table.
Oh, like a fucking 8-ball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hustle some people and get that
Hell
eagle eye view in
yeah,
third person.
dude.
That's
I'm
kind
a
of
pool
nuts.
shark.
Yeah. You could hustle a lot of people with the third person, I think.
And then, like, in traffic, you could, like, third person out and see the quickest
See
route.
the quickest route to get out. That's true, especially if you go far enough. Yeah, but he did say the farther you go, the harder it is to notice where you are.
Yeah.
But you could zoom out,
No,
learn
a
it.
little bit, and then zoom
Zoom
back
back
in a
in.
little bit. Yeah.
I think the third person is the most viable.
I think so. Third
Yeah.
person would be sick.
Yeah, I think I'm agreed.
I'd do some GTA shit. I'd be like
What?
running in a wall. You know that thing what they do when they run into the wall and then they try jumping and they're just like jumping into the wall. I'd be doing that to make myself laugh. I'd be doing that shit just to give myself a quick giggle.
That's pretty funny.
I personally would pick the zoom function, and then
Yeah.
I would just look at other planets.
Oh, I didn't think about. Wait.
It's
Okay.
infinite.
If we're saying zoom has
it's
infinite,
it's
So why couldn't you
so
just
why can you do third person?
you could, but how are you going to aim
But
that?
it's third personing strictly from Earth, so I mean it's always
well,
gonna
it's
have a
strictly
focus on
from
Earth.
you,
It's
not on
always
Earth.
focused on Earth, but you could zoom out far enough to where you see things that are in line with Earth.
As long as you're sitting down, I think you'd be okay. Because you take one step and you're like, oh, fuck,
It
where am
goes
I?
zoom, yeah, and shoots all the place. You have to hold super still.
Does that
Either
mean,
one.
Does that mean we could like lay on our back in third person into the earth and see if there's a middle earth?
Okay, Frodo.
I'm going to go with no clipping.
Yeah, you can't clip the
Fuck.
things.
So what
So
does that
if
mean
you-
when we zoom out and hit the moon? We're just like bouncing off the
Bouncing
moon.
off the moon. Same with zoom in though, right? Because you can't zoom through something.
Yeah, you can't
So-
zoom
But
through anything.
if you're zoomed to the moon and somebody bumps you,
You
you're lost.
shoot off into somewhere else into space.
You have to zoom all the way out until you can readjust and then.
Yeah. I think,
Man, that makes me want zoom.
but see, I feel like the third person would be more viable sharing with other people too. Zoom, you can't be like, look at this cool thing I can see. Nobody else can see it. You can't take a mental snapshot and then print it and show.
Oh, that would be if you could take pictures in your eyes
That,
on either
that's-
one.
That's another
On
level.
either one, that would be cool.
Yeah, that's another
Because you
level.
could get like a giant third person of like you and all your homies doing
Yes,
something.
exactly. That'd be pretty cool too. Yeah.
Ethan wants to be a telescope.
All right.
What if you have to do that shit? What if you have to use your hands for the zoom in? You're like,
So zoom out, you'd have to go like the other way.
no, for third person, you just every
Flap
flap
away.
with your arms, it sends you higher and higher.
Mid drift. I need a better angle.
What if you were like or that's all you had
Ooh,
to
the
do was a
pinch.
pinch in or
I
a
like
pinch
that.
out.
I like that.
And you just went like this, and it kept scrolling
That's
out.
cool. That'd
and
be a
when
lot
you went
more
to go
viable.
In, and you went to go in. What if you could put binoculars on and zoom in, or like a telescope?
That defeats the purpose of the binoculars.
But you could zoom in. Oh, true, because the telescope would lose focus.
Yes, exactly.
But your eyes don't lose focus, so does the
Correct.
telescope lose focus once your eyes go past the telescope?
Probably. I feel like the telescope would blur your vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no point in looking through a telescope. Does that mean when we look through... What if you could look through a fisheye and it affected your zoom?
That'd be
So it'd be
sick
like
as
a
fuck.
giant wide angle of your
That'd
zoom.
be sick.
But what if you did that in third person and it was like those camera
Super
shots
wide
where it's like
angle,
the
yeah.
360 cameras
That'd be sick.
where it makes like the sphere around you and shit?
That'd be cool. There's lots of cool options. 100%.
I gotta go third person though.
Yeah.
Do you want me to ask the other one, or do you want me to say?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be a time master, a physics master, or a sound master?
Time.
So, hang on.
Sorry.
They have explanations.
I didn't even hear the third one because I just heard time.
Sound.
Time, physics,
So-
or sound.
Time master. You're a walking watch. You'll never need a watch again because you can always tell what time it is.
Trevor
I'm
does
that
Be
bad.
it in real life, inside a game, in a picture, in a video, your choice. And
Oh.
the date, you know the date too.
Okay.
So you can also instantly calculate how long it will take
to do,
to
any
do this or
tests.
that,
Okay.
down to how many minutes or seconds.
Of course.
So physics master, you're a walking scale and thermometer. You can tell the weight and or temperature of anything just by looking at it. You
Ooh.
can visualize the trajectory of any object in movement and
Oh,
calculate
shit.
how long it will take to do whatever, so on and so on.
Right.
You can mess with optics and gravity too. You can calculate angles, reflections, and how gravity affects things. With that, you can guess the time, but depending on how much data you have, you might not be able to.
Predict it properly, yeah.
So, sound master. You can play any sound in your head as long as you've heard it before. You can mute and unmute anything, but just for you, and it will have no physical effect. For example, you can unload a gun right beside your ear, and you won't go deaf as long as you muted it. And you can hear anything in a 5-kilometer radius.
Oh, that would be scary. Like you hear somebody like getting beat up.
You can, not you always.
Oh, like you could choose.
You can choose your range of hearing.
I think I'd go physics, man.
Physics sounds more interesting.
Being able to like, you know what instantly came into my head when he said predicting like trajectories, like
Pool.
ping pong trick shots.
Oh, I predicted the pool. I like sharking
third
people.
person
Third
with the
plus that
physics.
shit. Game over. Ultimate pool master.
But
Oh, wait, that's not physics. That's electronics.
no, there's games in the game,
So you can predict physics in every game too.
so that means you could
Ooh.
like predict bullet drop in Battlefield and
Oh,
like.
shit. Oh,
And like how
shit.
far forward you need to aim for them running, and
True.
you could become
Oh,
a professional
shit.
gamer.
Oh shit.
You would be the best professional gamer across all platforms.
Yeah.
I think I
The
definitely
physics
think
is sounding better.
I would
for
do
sure.
physics because like the trick shots, the
Yeah.
gravity affecting, like
Yeah. I think the physics for me personally is the best one because I already have a decent concept of time.
but what if you forget it when you get that? Like
No, that
the
has
only
nothing to
thing
do
you
with it.
know is physics.
No, that's not what the part of it was. It's just you add on these options to your already being.
Well, then I need the time because I suck.
you do need time concept for sure. But realistically, physics is probably
Physics,
the
yeah.
best one.
I'd rather become a
And the
physics
sound
master.
one, the sound one just sounds fun. Being able to like, yeah, you could be an insane asset
Detective.
to anybody, really. You can hear. I mean, granted, you said what 5 kilometers? I think it was. I don't know how many of that is in miles. Holy fuck, that's a far ass way away.
I could hear to Jerry's.
So if you, damn, that's nuts. So if you're able to produce that amount of hearing, you could probably, essentially, if you're next to a wall, probably hear through a wall, I would think, in a sense.
I mean, yeah, that's that many miles away. You can hear clearly through it.
Yeah. But, I would think if you're a master of sound, that wall is going to affect. Yes, granted, you can hear that far, but objects are going to stop those certain things from being able to hear exactly 5 kilometers. So if there's an object in that way of 5 kilometers, it's going to slowly reduce.
We'll say exactly 5 miles.
Exactly 5 miles. No matter of objects?
No matter what's in the way.
Ooh, that's big.
You're the master, right?
Yeah, you are the master. So objects don't affect
I
sound.
gotta go physics, man. But the time one, like,
You can't alter time though. That's what the big drawback is.
but you could know
And
exactly
you can't
when to
alter
do
physics,
something.
but you can predict physics.
your
to
schedule,
a T and-
your schedule could go to a fucking T. You can know it's gonna take you exactly this much time to shower and get ready. It's gonna take exactly this much time to drive to work. It's
And
gonna
I would
take.
think, being the time master, you also see somewhat into the future that allows you to predict what's going to get in your way of the time. You know what I mean?
What's gonna add time?
Yes, exactly. So you need
How
to...
much time until the stock hits its peak?
Exactly.
Man, I still think I gotta go physics.
I think the physics one is the grandest.
for sure.
I do like the physics one overall.
I think it's the gravity.
Shit, you
and,
could
like,
become fucking
projections.
Spider-Man with the physics ones because you could predict how much velocity you need to build up to jump from one building to another, and what exact step and what exact jump you need to make
to see the exact trajectory.
Yeah, and being a
But
master
imagine
of physics,
you could be
Go ahead.
You could be a basketball professional. You could be a soccer professional.
Yeah,
Like,
any sport really.
yeah,
Any sport.
game, sport,
Yeah,
driving. You could know exactly how much of a gap you need. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's pretty crazy.
ooh, that on a motorcycle. That
Ooh.
would be sick.
Be a professional motorcycle racer.
Oh my god, that
He said,
no, dude, 200 miles an hour on.
You can be a master of physics, but you can't get not afraid of speed.
Does that mean you could tell who's gonna win races because you can tell who has the fastest like projection around a map?
And
So you
can
could
bet
go
on
to horse races and
Yeah.
like win millions.
You can see physics, but you can't predict what's going to happen in the future of the physics. So something could change in the middle of the race, and you're still fucked. And you can't bet in the middle of a race, I don't think, of most things.
And at any one moment, the physics of that horse could be completely different. Like
Exactly.
Could break a leg.
All you know is he has X velocity and
Yeah.
whatever direction.
And this certain piece of mud gets stuck in his hoof, and it completely changes his physics. It's you'd be able to see that, but your bet's too late. The only ones that really come into play is sports and video games that are physics related.
Man, I'd be a master at Rocket League.
Yeah, definitely. But the main thing is you can't see into the future. You can't see what other players are doing. You can see what you can do to get into the goal, but you can't see what the other players are going to do.
But
to
it's
block
real
that goal.
time, so when they
Right.
block, you can see exactly where to go.
Exactly, yeah.
Hold on.
That was
The banger.
what was it?
This is why we're fat. Fat. This is why. This is why. This is why. This is why we're fat. Fat.
Yeah.
Nisanya. They're gonna know.
9,000!
Whoa.
That was over 9,000.
You don't know that one? Oh. Yeah, I know this one. You're not an anime person. No, you don't even know it from them saying it? It's One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, I never watched
That's
it.
a good one. I feel like you'd enjoy
I
One
tried,
Punch
but
Man
I
a
can't
lot.
stand or subbed.
They have One Punch Man dubbed.
Now it is
Yeah.
okay.
100%. Yeah. You should try it again. It was pretty good. I didn't even watch. I watched just the first season. Did they come out more than one season?
There are 3 seasons.
Yeah, I just watched the first season. I enjoyed it a lot. I should probably watch the rest, but
Because I tried watching it subbed, and Qual was like, "It's fine. The fight scenes don't have a lot of talking, so you
but-
can watch it." But I was like, "It defeats the purpose. I don't want to fucking
One Punch
read."
Man is hilarious in the dialogue. That's why dubbed, I think, works well with that show. I watched it dubbed years ago. Yes.
No way, because I tried it on Netflix and it wasn't dubbed. It was only subbed on Netflix.
Maybe I watched it somewhere else.
Maybe. Would you watch it on Crunchyroll or something?
Maybe.
Hulu?
Hulu definitely has a lot
I'm
of
still
good
logged in
content.
on your Hulu on my TV.
Why?
Because he logged in because I had ads, and he's like, "We're not watching these fucking
I got
ads."
rid of the ads.
Oh, my God.
Because Tiffany complained that I had ads on my Hulu, and I was like, okay. Because her and her son use it. He watches anime all the time.
I need to get the ads off Paramount.
You have ads on Paramount? I didn't even notice. I watched what was it? Wolf of Wall Street without an ad.
I watched like 12 episodes of Fantasy Factory without a single ad, and then,
And then one came
every episode after that had ads
That's
on it.
weird.
It's like sometimes there are ads and sometimes there aren't.
That's weird.
I swear I paid for the no ad version too, but I'll just have to look.
I even started watching the iCarly, which
So good, right? It's the
not gonna lie.
same iCarly vibe, but adult.
I need Sam. Sam was my favorite.
I don't know. She said no. That's the whole
Yeah,
reason why
I
she's
know.
not on it.
I know.
It wasn't like they didn't offer to hire her. She said no,
even
she
that one
doesn't wanna
episode
do it.
she said, I feel like I really need Sam to get iCarly up and running again. Yeah. But
Did you watch all three?
I watched the first two and then I fell asleep. So the third one played through, but I didn't see
What was
third
the
one.
second one?
The second one was where she was like doing iCarly. What's the brother's name?
Spencer.
Spencer was doing the baby thing or whatever, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I was
Okay.
half asleep during that one. So I
The
don't remember
third
the whole
one's good.
thing. Okay,
I really like the third one because that's where she cusses.
really? I swear she said bitch or something in the first
Oh,
episode.
I thought it was the third.
The first episode, she said a cuss word, and I was like, "Here we go."
You gotta
okay.
switch it up on a bitch.
Yes, that was the first episode.
That is? Oh, I
swear
thought that
it
was the third.
I swear it was the first episode.
Yeah, she goes.
She cussed or said something. I was like, "Oh, here we go." Okay.
She says her roommate always tells me you gotta switch it up on a bitch.
Yeah, I
and
swear
her
it was the
roommate
first
goes, "It was a cute. It was a nice try." She goes, "Spencer, you just gotta switch it up on a bitch." It was so funny. I was like, "Oh my god, yes, I love this." Yeah, new iCarly's popping.
It's not bad, and I enjoyed iCarly
I
the
did
original
too,
when I
man.
was younger. When
That
I
was
watched it
one of
with
my
you
fucking
and also-
favorites. Best Nickelodeon show produced.
That's oof. You're putting that over SpongeBob.
I was trying to see his reaction about
Oh.
Avatar again. Remember when he
Oh.
left?
Drake and Josh is still like way up there. Sorry.
Yeah, too bad Drake's in jail.
What? He's in jail? Rough, dude. For
Yeah,
what?
a sexual assault on minor.
Drake, buddy.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
yeah. Josh Peck's doing great.
Josh Peck is doing great.
They're doing amazing.
Have you watched Red Dawn, the newest one, or the 2012 version? That's a good movie. It's a remake of the 1980s Red Dawn, but it's Josh Peck in it and Thor.
Oh, nice.
Good movie.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't even watch Marvel. He knows the names.
Yep.
What's the Tony Stark actor?
Robert Downey Jr.
Wow, impressive. Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Wow, I'm impressed. Here's a rough one. Hulk.
Ben. What's his fucking last name? I know his first name's Ben.
I mean, I don't even know his real name, but I'm just impressed that you feel like you know it. That's pretty impressive.
Look it up. It's Ben something.
Black Widow.
Scarlett Joe.
Hanson, yeah.
ScarJo.
Scarch.
It's not Ben Affleck.
No.
It's
It's not Ben.
Mark.
That's right.
Fuck.
That's right. You're thinking of Bruce Banner is his name in the
No.
double B's maybe through
I don't know
the
why I
Ben.
was thinking Ben.
Captain America.
I don't know his name.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like in a lot of movies.
I
I feel like
know.
you knew that one, even though you don't watch movies. You
Chris, no, that's Thor.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh my god, I was going through my old clips yesterday in my computer, and there's one I want you to listen to.
Okay. Chris Evans.
It was Chris.
It was Chris.
Okay.
That was pretty good. Good job. I'll let you out on there.
Thanks. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. This episode has come to a close.
It's been a good one.
It has been very good.
Let us know what your favorite childhood meal was in the comments below, or just text us if you don't feel like leaving a comment. I understand if you don't want to leave a comment.
You can leave a comment below.
But do hit the like button on the YouTube video if you're watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
It's just, you're probably already subscribed. If
but
you're
do
not,
you have the notification bell on?
do you have the Exactly.
Ding! Ethan, put that little bell right here. Ding!
You can probably find a GIF of it somewhere. Just throw it on there. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
They're
It's everywhere.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna take another shot of
on
tequila.
The next one. And next week we have another topic.
Yes. We got a topic lined up already.
If I remember.
If we remember. We gotta talk to James again.
I know exactly what it is.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Whoa!
That one was loud. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. See you on the next one.
Adios, motherfuckers.